Half of the nitrogen in your body right now was made in a factory. Every muscle fiber, every strand of your DNA, and the very enzymes keeping you alive are built from atoms that didn't come from the natural world. They were forged in a steel pressure cooker over 100 years ago. For millions of years, the size of the human race was capped by an invisible ceiling. We were prisoners of the nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen is the building block of life, but it's incredibly stubborn. It makes up 78% of our atmosphere, but in its gas form, it's useless to us. It's like being a thirsty sailor surrounded by salt water. Nitrogen atoms are locked together in a triple bond so strong that almost nothing in nature can break it. Only two things were powerful enough to fix nitrogen into a form plants could eat: lightning strikes and a specific type of rare bacteria living in the dirt. Because of this, the Earth could only grow enough food for about 1.5 billion people. That was the limit. And by the late 1800s, humanity was hitting that wall. We were facing a global hunger apocalypse. In 1909, a German chemist named Fritz Haber figured out how to do what only lightning could. He realized that if you took nitrogen from the air, mixed it with hydrogen, and crushed it with immense pressure and heat inside a metal chamber, the triple bonds would finally snap. The result was ammonia, a liquid life force that could be turned into fertilizer. Suddenly, the limit on life was gone. We could grow 10 times more food on the same patch of dirt. This invention, the Haber-Bosch process, is arguably the most important event in human history. It's the reason 4 billion people, including you, exist today. Without it, the world would be a very empty, very hungry place. But, as with all great hacks, there was a catch. Fritz Haber didn't just want to feed the world, he wanted to protect his country. The same process that creates fertilizer to grow wheat also creates the nitrates needed for high explosives. The bread from air quickly became death from air. Haber personally oversaw the first large-scale use of chemical weapons in history. He believed that killing thousands with gas would end wars faster and save lives in the long run. He was wrong. His invention extended World War I by years, fueling the very machines of destruction he helped build. His wife, also a chemist, was so horrified by his work that she took her own life. Haber, the man who saved billions from starvation, spent his final years as a pariah, haunted by the very technology that made modern civilization possible. Today, the Haber-Bosch process hasn't stopped. We are currently overclocking the planet. Because we can make as much nitrogen as we want, we dump it onto our fields in massive quantities. But the Earth can't keep up. The excess nitrogen leaks into our rivers and flows into the oceans, creating dead zones, underwater deserts the size of countries where nothing can breathe. We have effectively doubled the amount of fixed nitrogen on Earth. We've stepped out of the natural cycle and built a synthetic one. We are now a nitrogen civilization. If we stopped the factories tomorrow, half the world's population would starve within a year. We are caught in a loop. We need the factory to live, but the factory is slowly changing the chemistry of our planet. So, what are we? We are a biological miracle, but we are also a chemical artifact. We are a walking testament to our ability to hack the universe's source code. We solved the problem of hunger, but in doing so, we created a new set of problems that our ancestors couldn't have imagined. This is the story of humanity. We fix one limit, only to find ourselves facing the next. For now, you can take a deep breath and enjoy your dinner. Just remember, every bite you take is a tiny piece of a 100-year-old explosion.